Yo, does anybody think it's weird that we were just talking about Big Pharma and the feed literally just got cut? Like, I have full reception where I'm at right now. I have full reception. And like the feed just deaded. It closed the whole app on my phone and everything. Yo, call me a conspiracy theorist all you want. Tell me that I'm wearing a tinfoil hat. How long have I been doing these live streams? I've been doing these live streams for over a year. I've never had what just happened happen. Ever. We didn't like lose connection and it died out for a second. Like, it shut the live stream off and closed the app on my phone. Call me paranoid. I think it's weird we were just talking about Big Pharma and it just got cut like that. That's weird to me. Yo, that was really fucked up. Okay, so I don't want the feed to get cut off again, so we're gonna move on to the next question. We're gonna shift gears a little bit here, and we'll go on to the next question, the next topic. Because I've had to restart this live stream, I just lost all of your guys' questions. Here, I'm gonna post my links in the comments. One more again. One sec. Boom. Let me pin it. Pin comment. Done. The links are pinned. I just lost everybody's comments because the feed got cut. So if you have a question, and it's not a question that's going to upset the Facebook Illuminati and have them shut down my live stream feed again, please put your questions in the comments. Let's keep them. You can ask as crazy questions as you want, but seeing as we just dealt with getting cut off, I'm going to have to vet the questions a little bit, and I'll pick the ones that are appropriate for Facebook. That was so weird. Okay, so I'm just going to throw your questions in the comments. Let's go. Zach Edwards says, would you ever do a different genre of music? I love the rock song you did, and I think you would crush a punk album or a metal album. Also, will you come to Atlanta? Absolutely, I'll come to Atlanta. Absolutely, I'd work on other genres of music. Low key, keep this top secret. This is super privileged information right now, but I'm working on like a top secret album right now. And I have somehow managed, I've been in the studio like a madman lately. And I've managed to create this sound, this genre that I don't think even exists. So it's got like punk rock, it's got rock and roll, it's got hip hop, it's got elements of all of these different types of music somehow put together in a way that I don't think these elements have ever been put together before. So I'm working on something very special and very top secret, even though I just kind of let the cat out of the bag. I don't know when it's coming. I don't know if it's ever even gonna come. But I'm just working on some fun experimental stuff. And we'll see, like if I end up falling in love with it as much as I think I'm gonna fall in love with it, you'll definitely hear me in some different styles of music. Anthony Wolf says, do you get any benefit from Apple Music or just album purchases? I mean, I benefit from Apple Music. I don't benefit from Apple Music nearly as much as I benefit from somebody actually going to hangovergang.com and purchasing a physical copy of my album, because if you go to hangovergang.com and purchase a physical copy of my album, an autographed copy, that's $15. And that goes to me. But if you go to Apple and you download songs or something on Apple, they cost you like 99 cents. And I don't know how much of that I get, but I know I don't get 99 cents. It might be as low as like 10 cents. It might be half of that. I'm not exactly sure. The benefit of the real benefit of you downloading my music from Apple or iTunes or something like that is it gives us the opportunity to chart. And as you guys know, we've now had 2 songs that hit #1 on iTunes. We've had No Lives Matter and People So Stupid both hit the #1 trending spot on the iTunes charts, which is major, which is a really cool thing. Like, check this out. Like, when we went #1 with People So Stupid, we knocked out Cardi B, and I forget, who did she collab with? Was it Megan Thee Stallion? There's another female rapper on there. It might have been, yeah, I think it was Megan Thee Stallion. But we knocked out WAP from the #1 place with People So Stupid. And check this out. Here's a little more secret inside information. I know people that are in the rooms with the people who are managing Megan Thee Stallion. I know people who work at those record labels that deal with her. And when we went #1, those people were freaking the fuck out. You gotta think, for that WAP song, Cardi B and Megan, that's millions and millions of dollars that they've spent on promo and marketing and advertising. Millions of dollars for that song. And for us to come along completely independent and just on the strength of you guys to hit #1 and knock that song out that they spent millions of dollars on, there's people getting fired over that shit. So that's pretty incredible. So that's the main thing for me. If you're gonna purchase from Apple or stream from Spotify or download from iTunes or Google Play or YouTube Music or Tidal or whatever the case may be, that's the benefit for me. It allows me to chart with the sort of mainstream and major label rap artists of today. And we get to chart with them and in some cases chart above them and knock them out of the #1 spot. So that's the big benefit for me. But if you're just talking about money-wise, like fiscally, it doesn't help me that much. Grabbing the autographed albums from hangovergang.com helps me a lot more. But yo, who cares? Every single little bit helps. It all helps. So however you want to do it. You want to get an autographed album? Cool. You want to stream it online or download it online? Cool. Okay, so I'm going to take more questions here in about 20 seconds, but because this is a new live stream, because our last live stream got cut off because we were talking about Big Pharma, because this is a new live stream, I'm going to give everybody the quick rundown of the Black Friday thing one more time. I'll just give you point form. This Friday, 9 a.m., is the Hangover Gang Black Friday sale. It's at www.hangovergang.com. Everything is 25% off. Everything. There's 30 new designs. I showed you guys some of the designs. They're dropping on Friday morning at 9 a.m. So if you go to the website now, you're not going to see them there. You'll see them Friday morning at 9 a.m. when they drop. 30 new designs. Use the discount code Black Friday and you'll get 25% off anything on the website. That's all the new designs, the hoodies, the t-shirts, the sweatpants, the sweaters, the cups, the mugs, the blankets, the beanies, all 5 autographed albums. Everything is 25% off if you use the promo code Black Friday. Not only will you receive 25% off, but you will also receive a free MP3 download of an unreleased song. So when you go to hangovergang.com, you fill up your cart, you enter the promo code, you'll get 25% off, you check out, and then you will be sent a confirmation email right when you check out. And in that email, there will be a link to a free download of an unreleased song. That's all the details. That's all the details on the Black Friday sale. And like I said, man, Nova and I spent like over a month designing all of these 30 new designs. They're special to me. We spent a lot of time drawing and writing things out and having ideas and designing in Photoshop and drawing on our iPads, and like we did a lot of work. So like I said, man, these are pieces of art. I'm really excited to put them out into the world and see what you guys think. So that's Friday at 9 a.m. Now that I've covered that in this new live stream, because our old live stream got shut down, I'm going to jump back in the comments and take some more questions. Stephanie Catlin says, what is the biggest thing that you have learned about yourself during this COVID shutdown? And my son Tristan says hi. Hello, Stephanie, son Tristan. I hope you're having a good evening. What's the biggest thing that I learned about myself in this COVID thing? Well, I guess a few things. I learned that the mental breakdown I had 2 years ago, I spent 9 months of my life inside, not talking to anyone because my anxiety was out of control. And I've learned that that 9 months served as pretty fucking good training for what we're going through right now. So I learned that. I learned that I'm a lot more resourceful than I thought. Because you guys know that my girlfriend, Nova, who shoots all my music videos, she's very, very, very high risk for this COVID thing. Like a year and a half ago, Nova got a regular cold, and then she was in the hospital for like almost a week, and she almost died from just having a regular cold because her asthma is so severe. So this COVID thing is a very, very serious thing that we have to deal with. And it means that we can't go out and hire 30 extras for a music video. And we can't go out and be in a small enclosed space with a bunch of lighting guys and hands on deck shooting music videos. So we've had to get really creative and build a lot of our own music video sets. We're like building them in our living room, and we're going to be building them in our garage and building them outside. So I've really learned like how resourceful and creative we can get. It's really reminded me of the beginning of this whole music thing. Like when my first video, Dear Rappers, went viral. We were shooting everything. We had $0. We were living in the ghetto. We had holes in our roof and rain was leaking through into our kitchen. There was mice in the house. There was cockroaches literally coming out of the cabinets. If you opened a cabinet, you'd see a bunch of cockroaches scurry away. Like we had nothing. And we were making music videos back then with no money because we had none. And then as things started to grow and we started to be able to invest more money in our music videos and stuff like that, things became bigger and bigger and bigger and more extravagant and more extravagant. And now this COVID thing happened, and now it's kind of like back to basics. And it's like, okay, we used to do this when we had to do this. We did this out of necessity before when we had nothing. So now we're doing it out of necessity for a different reason. But it's really shown me how resourceful we can be and how creative we can be. So I guess that's the second thing it taught me. And then thirdly, I think that since I had that mental breakdown a few years ago, I always sort of viewed my mental health as being somewhat fragile. I had compared it to, I felt like my mental health was like a plate for like 25 years or whatever it was. And then I feel like I had a mental breakdown and that plate fell onto the ground and it broke into 10 pieces. And then through therapy and meditation and research and reading and talking to people and exercising and eating good and quitting drinking and blah, 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 blah. I feel through all those things, I slowly like glued that plate back together. And it looked like the same plate. It looked like it was fine. But if you looked really, really close, you'd see that there was a bunch of cracks in the plate where it had been glued together. And I always felt like that plate, no matter how good it looks, it will never carry as much weight as that plate once carried before it was broken. And I that's how I felt about my mental health. And I thought it was really, really fragile. So one thing that I've learned in this lockdown is I can't go out to the mall. I can't go out to a show or to a movie or to go to a restaurant. I don't have a lot of human interaction right now. It's just me hanging out with my dogs and hanging out with my girlfriend. That's it. And you'd think for somebody with a fragile mental state, that type of isolation probably would not be good for them. But I've learned through this COVID thing that my mental health is not as fragile as I believed it was before this lockdown happened. Don't get me wrong. I still have days when I'm anxious, and I still have days when I'm depressed, and I still have days when I don't feel good, but not nearly as much as I thought I would have. And they're not nearly as intense as I thought they would be. And dare I say, I've been having more good days since being in quarantine than I did when I was out of quarantine. I don't have friends to rely on. I can't not feel good and go to a movie or take a walk. If I don't feel good right now, I have to fucking deal with it. I have to get in the studio. I have to make music. I have to come up with ideas for videos. I have to whatever. So those are the three things that I've learned about myself since the COVID shutdown. Good question. I don't think I've ever been asked that before. Mandy May Daily, this kind of connects with the last question. Mandy May says, tell me good ways to cope with anxiety and depression, please. What do you do? I mean, we just kind of talked about it, but I quit drinking, quit smoking weed, any sort of like mind altering or mind numbing substances. I cut all those out. I haven't even drank coffee in like a long time. I drink decaf coffee, or I drink tea now. So I cut out all substances that sort of like affect your mental state. I started exercising. I started reading books about anxiety and depression. I started researching stuff. A huge thing was I started going to therapy. At one point in time, they put me on some like medication, and I do talk a lot of shit about medication, especially when it comes to mental health. And we just got shut down for talking shit about Big Pharma. They just shut our live stream down 5 minutes ago. So you guys know how I feel about Big Pharma, but those things do have a place in the recovery process. If you're feeling so shitty, and I was feeling so shitty at one point where the things that would help me, the exercising, the meditating, the reading, the researching, the going to therapy, I felt so shitty that I literally could not do any of those things. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't concentrate to read, I couldn't go talk to a therapist, I was too anxious, I couldn't exercise, I had anxiety, I couldn't do any of that stuff. Then I started taking some medication. I started taking Ativan. Just once in a blue moon. If it was really, 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 really bad, I'd take an Ativan and I'd feel a lot better. And then I could go on about doing my reading and doing my researching and doing my meditating and exercising, etc., etc., etc. So that is the benefit to me of the medication, is to use it when it's absolutely necessary. When you're in dire straits, use the medication if that's going to help you survive till tomorrow. And then use it to survive until you can start utilizing the other tools like the exercising, meditation, reading, therapy, research, etc. And then when you can utilize those things will start making you feel better. Then you can come off the medicine if that's right for you, and you'll be home free. So there's not any, I wish there was some magic words I could tell you, hey, go do this, go do that, and you'll be cured. But there isn't. This is a lifelong thing that you're going to have to fight every single fucking day. I know that's not what you want to hear. It does get easier. There is no one way to cure these things. There's just a bunch of different ways that if you can find the right combination of all the little things, they become a massive game changer. So that's what I can tell you about that. Tasha Oaks says, hey, Tom, can't wait to put it in order on Friday. Will you be selling any posters or stickers? I don't have any posters or stickers, actually. I did stickers once before, and they kept getting ruined in the mail, so I stopped sending them out. And posters, the same thing. Like the big tubes that you have to send, big cardboard tubes that you have to send posters in. A, super fucking expensive to buy them. B, super expensive to ship because of their size. And C, USPS doesn't give a fuck about the packages they're carrying, and they always show up damaged. And it's just like, when I I was selling autographed 8x10 photos and posters before, and sometimes I'd have to resend people's stuff 3-4 times for them to get their stuff in one piece, in good condition. And it's like, by the time that like I've resent something 3 or 4 times, I'm like way in the red now. Like I'm losing a lot of money sending and resending and resending and resending people shit. So I'll tell you what, I'll try and find out a safer, more efficient way to send those things, and I'll get on it for you. Just flipping through your questions here. A lot of you guys are asking questions that aren't Facebook appropriate. If you were here 20 minutes ago when Facebook shut down our live stream, you're not allowed to ask me about the things that you're asking me about. Because freedom of speech does not exist on Facebook. We have to play by Facebook's rules as long as we're here. It's like crazy. Like you guys probably don't even realize this shit because you don't have to do it. But like when I post regular photos, you know, it's me and my dog or me in the studio or whatever, just like regular everyday photos. When I post those photos, you know, they get like, you know, 15, 20,000 likes sometimes. The second I post a photo and I'm like, hey, like check out the new shirts I'm dropping for Black Friday. Like Facebook knows that you've said Black Friday and they just fucking kill your post. Like go look at the pictures on my page where I use the words Black Friday in the post. There's like 2,000 likes on it. Where the fuck did those other 18,000 people go, Facebook? It's fucking crazy. They just like filter and censor and only let certain things through. Anyways, that's a conversation for another day. You have to ask appropriate questions, man. Zuckerberg's gonna get you. Celisa Byrne says, what's your favorite book that you've ever read? Favorite book. I'm sure you find it hard to believe, but I don't read a lot these days. I was never a big reader, I don't think. You can probably tell in just the way that I speak. Nova reads a lot. She's a lot better spoken than I am. Yo, this sounds fucking crazy, but I think that my favorite book I ever read was the Harry Potter series. For real. My grandma got me like the first Harry Potter book when it dropped, and yo, I fucked with it so hard. I read like all 6 or all 7 of them. I love Harry Potter, man. The movies are cool and shit, not as good as the books, but I think my favorite books that I've ever read were probably the Harry Potter series. That's not a very cool thing for a rapper to say, but it's the truth. Jacqueline Beauchamp says, when you make music, is it the way that you feel? Like, honestly. I mean, is the music that I'm making the way that I feel? That's a difficult question to answer because it's like, it all depends on the song. You know, sometimes like, you know, I have a lot of songs about mental health and depression and stuff. When I wrote that song about depression, is that how I was feeling right in that moment? I mean, sometimes, but I know that for a fact that like a few of the songs that I wrote on depression, I was not depressed when I wrote the song. I was depressed the day before I wrote that song. Because when I'm depressed, like, there's no fucking way that I'm writing a song when I'm not feeling good. There's no way. I just want to lie in bed and pull the blankets over my head and hide from the world. So I'm not writing music when I'm feeling like shit. But those feelings are so potent and so pure that the next day when I wake up, I remember how the fuck that felt. And that's when I write the song on depression. Is the day after I dealt with all that shit. Because when I'm dealing with that shit, I cannot write a song about it. There's no friggin' way that I could do that. So, you know, So it's usually the day after. And then, there's other songs like White Boy. Did I feel that? Yes. I Wish. Did I feel that? Yes. Most of my songs are really consistent with how I'm personally feeling. There are some songs like I'm Corny that it's not a super accurate representation of how I was feeling. It was just a funny song that I wanted to write, and I felt funny, so I made a funny song. Or things like People So Stupid. Like, I don't necessarily wholeheartedly agree with every single line in People So Stupid. I just was feeling like that day. That's where like a lot of people get it like really fucked up. Where they say like, how could you make White Boy and then make If I Was Black? Like, those songs contradict each other. Like, no, those songs don't fucking contradict each other. Some days I wake up and I want to wear a white t-shirt. Some days I wake up and I want to wear a gray t-shirt. Some days I want to wear a black t-shirt or a yellow t-shirt or a Mickey Mouse fucking sweatshirt. We feel different all the time on a day-to-day basis. On fucking Monday, I felt like writing fucking White Boy. And on Wednesday, I felt like writing If I Was Black. And there's nothing fucking wrong with that. Like, the whole world is so obsessed in being like, you're either left or you're right. You're either black or you're white. You're either this or you're that. There's two sides. Like, no, there's not fucking two sides. There's a system that has convinced you that there's two sides. And the reason they've done that is so they can put these two sides at odds against one another and distract from the fact that they're just pulling all the strings. They make everybody fight amongst themselves, so not everybody turns and looks at them and goes, hey, that's actually the fucking bad guy. Let's get those motherfuckers. So you don't have to just feel one way or feel another way or think one thing or think another thing. Like, you can think one way one day, and then based on your feelings and your experiences and your growth as a human being, you can feel another way 4 days from now. Or next week or next month or next year or whatever the fuck. This is part of being human. This is part of evolving and growing as a human being. Is having different ideas, looking at things from other people's point of views, learning about other people, learning about yourself, learning about the world around you, and compiling all that information into what your mind state is. And you don't have to be left or right or anything. You be whatever the fuck you want. So yeah, I don't know. That was a really long-winded ramble on do you feel the way when you make music, is that really the way you feel? But that's the best answer I can give you. Okay, more questions. Dude, that still trips me out that they cut off our feed like 20 minutes ago. That was the weirdest shit. So fucked up. Copper Sarah says, what kind of camera do you use for your videos? That's a question for Nova. Nova has a collection of cameras, and she uses different cameras for different things and different lenses and different lighting techniques and different color palettes and all that shit. That's not really my area of expertise. I kind of know what the fuck's going on over there. I'm the music guy. That's what I do. I make the cool rap songs. Nova makes everything look incredible. So that's a tough one for me to answer. I'm just flipping through here. Looking for some questions. Jeremy Waddles says, I just bought your 4-pack album today from your website. Absolutely love your shit. When things get better, I hope I see you on tour. Okay, so that wasn't a question. It was just a statement. Thank you for grabbing the album 4-pack. That's amazing. I really do appreciate it. I kind of wish you would have waited until Black Friday so you could use the 25% off code and get the free MP3 download. But regardless, I really appreciate you supporting and grabbing those albums off the website. Thank you so much. I'm just scrolling to the bottom here so I can try and keep up. Dustin McKinnon says, what inspires you to stay independent? Why not sell out like 99% of artists? Dude, why not sell out like 99% of artists? Just because it's just like artists that sell out, and I completely understand why they sell out. It's a really easy answer. It's for money. Artists sell out because most artists are broke, and we're broke for most of our fucking lives. And most artists sell out to get money, which is totally fine. I get it. But this is like about more than money for me. Making music for me is a very personal thing. It is therapy for me. I've learned that I can help other people by helping myself, which is the most important thing about this whole shit. And the other thing is like, if you sell out, now you're creating music for somebody else. And you're adhering to somebody else's guidelines, and you're moving parallel to somebody else's prerogative. And I'm not willing to sacrifice my messages, my music, my therapy, my thoughts, my ideas, my feelings. I'm not interested in compromising that for any amount of fucking money ever. I would rather be here making the music that I like, talking about the things that I love to the people who I care about. I'd rather be doing those things my way for very little money than doing what somebody else wants for a ton of money. I've done everything my way my entire fucking life, whether it was the hard way or not. I've got a lot of great advice from some really intelligent people for the last 30 years saying, Thomas, you should do this way. Tom, you should do that way. This is a much easier way to do this. This is an easier way to do that. I don't give a fuck. I'll do things my way, even if it's the hard way. I have to do that for myself. I'm not the type of person that asks for help. I'm not the type of person that needs advice. I'm not the person that asks for handouts. I do shit my way forever, regardless of the consequences, regardless of how difficult it may be, regardless of how much easier it could be. I need to do shit my way. I'm not interested in making songs about Xanax, girls, clothes, houses, cars, sex, money, drugs. Like, I'm not interested in that shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I had a fucking mental breakdown 2 years ago and almost killed myself. Money doesn't mean fucking anything. It literally does not mean anything. The only thing that means anything at all is doing something that you love that helps your soul feel happy. And if you're really lucky, doing something that you love makes other people's souls happy. That's all that matters. All this other peripheral shit, materialistic shit, does not fucking matter. This fucking sweatshirt came with a pair of pants. It was $13. Like, dude, I'll tell you, to the girl that asked me what have I learned the most about myself while in quarantine. You guys saw Sellout, right? The music video that just came out. I talked about like all the reasons why people say that I sold out. And I said like, yeah, man, like I got some Gucci clothes. I got some Louis Vuitton clothes. I got some Saint Laurent shit. I got this. I got that. I went and did those things. Check this out. I spent 30 years fucking broke. I've been homeless. I've been fucking addicted. I've had mental breakdowns. I've fucked up more relationships than I can count. And for 30 years, I was fucking broke. Sleeping on couches, sleeping on air mattresses. getting evicted from apartments, giving up condos so I could go on tour and afford to survive. I've had nothing my entire fucking life, okay? So when this shit worked out for the first time, I went out and I bought some shit. You know, I got fucking $20,000 worth of designer clothes in my closet that I don't fucking wear. You want to know what I learned the most about myself in quarantine? Being alone. Being not able to leave the house and wear that shit in public. Laying in bed, anxious and depressed and unhappy, despite the success, despite the views, despite the money, despite the everything. In bed, anxious and depressed. And at the end of my bed, across the fucking room, there's a closet with $20,000 worth of designer shit in it. And you know what doesn't fucking matter at all when you don't feel good? Fucking designer clothes, fucking money, fucking cars, fucking houses, fucking brand name bullshit. There is no materialistic possession. There is no amount of money. There is no pair of shoes. There is no pair of pants. There is no shirt. There is nothing in the world, regardless of how fancy it is, how expensive it is, how much status it represents. When you don't feel good, when you are not happy, these things do not fucking matter. Take it from the guy who a lot of people think, oh, he has everything. He's famous. He's got money. He's got this. He's got that. He's got 1 billion views, blah, 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 blah. I lay in bed not feeling good, and I look at the dumb fucking shit that I've spent money on, and I think to myself, what a fucking idiot I am for doing that. That shit does not matter. All that matters is that I'm happy, and I'm not fucking happy right now. So that's another thing that I learned about myself in quarantine. Dear girl that asked that question earlier. And to the question I'm answering now, why not sell out these other artists? Because artists sell out for money. And in 30 years, in the last 3 years of success I've had, I've realized that the one thing that means the least on planet Earth is fucking money. So if I'm going to sell out and all you're giving me is money, I don't fucking need that. I will happily sit around broke as a fucking joke. I'll make the music I want to make for the people I want to make it for, and I'm fucking good. Keep your fucking money. I'm going to talk the craziest shit ever on songs, and you can't fucking control me. So there's your fucking rant. I tackled 2 questions in that one long rant, which is, the ratio is probably not that good. It took me 25 minutes to explain all that, and I only covered 2 questions, but it's better than 25 minutes in covering 1 question. Okay, next question. I'll try to keep this one shorter and more concise. Corey Wayne Curley says, what's the hardest challenge in life that made you into the person you are today? I don't know if there is any one challenge in life that turned me into the person I am today, but there was a lot of hard shit along the way. Being bullied in fucking school as a kid, the mental breakdown that I've had, being an alcoholic, all of these terrible fucking challenges made me into the person that I am today. But it's really just about like all these adversities and challenges and roadblocks and shit that you run into along the way. It's just about fucking perseverance. What really made me into who I am is having a fucking dream. And the dream is like way the fuck over there at the other end of a football field. And between me and that dream, there's like pits full of snakes and holes full of spikes and fires and barbed wire and tanks and soldiers and mud pits and bullshit. All that shit is separating me from my dreams, which are way the fuck over there. And it was just about learning about perseverance and not giving up. And when you fall down, you have to get back up. Because guess what? You can't kick ass when you're on the ground. And there's lots of ass to kick. So you got to get the fuck back up off the ground and keep charging towards whatever your goal is. And and being persistent and never giving up and never surrendering and never selling yourself short. Those are the things that made me into who I am. Not to mention my wonderful folks, my mom and my dad and my sister, and my grandmother and my incredible girlfriend Nova and all of the wonderful people that helped encourage me. My best friend Brandon and Levi, like all of these amazing people along the way that sometimes you fall down, you don't want to get up, and those people encourage you to get up, and that shit is fucking important. But even if you don't have those fucking people, you need to encourage yourself to get the fuck up off the ground and sprint for whatever it is that you're after. And if you're not going to encourage yourself to get up off the ground, take this right now with some encouragement. Get your ass up off the ground. There's ass to kick. And I can't kick all the ass by myself. So please get the fuck up off the ground. Put your Hangover Gang t-shirt on that you're going to get from hangovergang.com on Black Friday, and you're going to use the 25% off code. Put your fucking Hangover Gang t-shirt on, get your ass up off the ground, and kick some fucking ass, dude. All right. I'm just flipping through here, looking for questions. Sarah Martinez says, how do you feel about so many kids of all ages looking up to you? Like my niece and my toddler son both think of you as their heroes. I think it's incredible. It's amazing. I don't think I'm the best. I don't think I'm the best role model in the world, but I know there's a hell of a lot worse out there. That's for sure. I think that, if you wipe away the bad language and the craziness on the internet and all the bullshit, and you just boil it down to its brass tacks, I think I'm somebody that had a dream and persevered and overcame and did the absolute best that they could, regardless of what they had, and developed a sickening work ethic and stayed consistent to the person who he was. Even now, after the success, stayed consistent to the person who I was before, and have a firm grasp on my morals. And yeah, so I think if you wipe away all the bullshit at the heart of the situation, I think you have a half decent guy anyways. A lot of four-letter words and motherfuck this and blah, 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 blah. But if you wipe all that shit away and maybe scrub some of the tattoos off my face, I think there's definitely worse fucking people that your kids could be looking up to. That's for sure. So, did never set out to be a role model, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. It's better me than fucking Tekashi or Lil Pump or some fucking weirdo like that. Just flipping through here. Corey Murphy says, how many hours does it take to make one song and make sure it's perfect? Dude, it's different all the time. Like, literally, I don't think I've ever released a song that's quote-unquote perfect. I always have problems with my own shit, regardless of how good people might think it is or how long I spent on it. I don't think I've ever actually released a perfect song yet. There's always things that I wish I would have did differently or wish I would have did better. But shit, man, sometimes I write a whole song and I make a beat and shit, front to back in, half an hour. Sometimes I'm meticulous about shit. It takes 4 or 5, 6 hours. Sometimes I'm a fucking absolute maniac about this shit and I work on it in small pieces over the course of a week. So it's really difficult to answer that with any sense of accuracy, Here's a good question, and it's relevant to the reason why we're having this live stream. I'm sure you guys are excited. Here comes some Black Friday info. Lisa Tackett Barlett says, so many people will be buying Friday. Will we get them by Christmas? Because that's going to be a lot to do. And thank you for telling the truth through your music. Well, first of all, you're very welcome, Lisa. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. With so many people buying on Friday because of the Black Friday sale, will we get our orders by Christmas? Look, I don't want to say absolutely 100% that you will get them by Christmas, but like Christmas is a month away still. And this sale is only going on for 3 days. And like I said, we're printing all of our own stuff now, and it's not just me. Like it's in a warehouse with a bunch of people all working on it. And I've been seeing people from like literally like in Australia and people all across America and Canada being like, oh, I ordered 4 days ago and I got my stuff. So there will be a massive influx of orders. So I don't think it's going to be like a 3 or 4 day thing, but I can say with a pretty high degree of certainty, I'm saying like about 90%, 95% of people will have all of their stuff before Christmas. I'm going to do my best. I've already started autographing all of the albums, so that's not going to take any time. I literally just have to put them in envelopes, put the stickers on, and send them to you guys. I know there's a bunch of people at the warehouse printing the t-shirts, and they're waiting on Friday right now. They're already preparing and making the shirts and stuff. So I can say that like with a pretty high degree of certainty, yes, you will have your orders by Christmas. That's a month away. It usually doesn't take a month to get anybody anything unless an album has just released. And there's like literally like tens of thousands of orders. That's difficult, but I'm not anticipating some craziness like that. So I'll say yes. You should have your orders by Christmas. So that's a pretty good segue. I will circle back on the Black Friday thing one more time, and then I'll answer some more questions. So it is this Friday at 9 a.m. is the Black Friday sale on hangovergang.com. I am dropping 30 new designs. That's t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, sweatpants, blankets, mugs, beanies, everything. 30 new designs. Everything on the entire website. All of the stuff I mentioned, all the new stuff, all the old stuff, all the memorabilia, autographed albums, everything is 25% off. Everything. All you have to do is use the promo code Black Friday. All one word, all capital letters. Black Friday will get you 25% off anything at hangovergang.com. Not only will you get 25% off your order, but you will receive an email confirming your order, and in that email there will be a download link to a free MP3 of an unreleased song of mine. So that's the Black Friday sale. Every purchase comes with free music. There's a 25% off code, Black Friday, 30 new designs. And like I said, man, like being totally independent over here, no record labels or managers or PR or marketing agents, publicists, none of that. Nova and I spent a month designing this stuff. There's funny ones, there's scary ones, there's the new Hangover Gang official member shirts, there's camo shirts, there's tie-dye shirts, there's long sleeves, there's like, it's all brand new, and it took us over a month to draw all these designs and come up with the artwork, and we did a lot of drawing and a lot of photoshopping, and I'm really excited. I feel like I'm releasing a music video, because it's just like I said 3 or 4 times already, this is like pieces of art that we've poured a lot of time, energy, heart, and soul into, and I can't wait to give them to you guys. So that's Friday morning, 9 a.m. The sale will go until Monday at 9 a.m., so you have 3 days to get whatever you want, autographed albums, the 30 new designs, whatever it is. You have 3 days to do it, 3 days to use the Black Friday discount code, and then it's done as of Monday morning at 9 a.m. So there you have it. I'm going to answer some more questions now. We'll just announce that to let you guys know that my fucking sales pitch is over. And I'm going to jump back into the questions and do some Q&A. Jason McIntosh says, who has been the biggest musical influence to motivate you to where you are today? This is weird, and it's not like, it's not really a direct answer, but I was never like somebody that looked up to like a particular artist and got inspiration from an artist or had any one artist be overtly influential on my own music. When I was a kid, like my dad introduced me to all of the music that he loved. And that was the Led Zeppelins and the Pink Floyds and the Steppenwolfs and Rod Stewarts and Elton Johns and Deep Purples and all of that CCR, all of that really wicked Black Sabbath, man, all of that really wicked classic rock from the 60s and 70s, the Beatles. And the things that I noticed about those guys, the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Elton John, like these guys made timeless music. In hip hop today, like a song is hot for like a month and then it's gone and it's just totally erased. And then the next song comes in and that song's hot for a month and then it's gone. And then another one and it's hot for a month and it's gone and blah, 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 blah. Music has become so expendable. It like has an expiration date. It's hot for a month. Okay, like we got to find a way to get people to buy these Beats by Dre headphones. We got to find a way to get people to buy Apple laptops or Louis Vuitton shoes or Gucci t-shirts or whatever. Okay, put them all in this music video. Fucking push it like crazy. It's hot for a month and then it disappears. This is the environment that we're constantly living in, this expendable music. It's like this rotating door of just shit. But to me, like in the 70s, before music became hyper corporate, when the Led Zeppelins and the Beatles and the Black Sabbaths and the Elton Johns and the Joe Cockers and the Cyndi Laupers and the Joan Jetts, and when those people were kicking ass, they were making music for the love of music. They wanted to make good fucking music. And that shows. That music's timeless. Last week, AC/DC dropped an album. AC fucking DC. That band's older than dirt. And everybody was talking about AC/DC. Nobody gave a shit about anybody else. That's because AC/DC came from a similar time period to the bands that I already talked about. That music's timeless. It doesn't deteriorate over time. Like when you listen to a hip hop song from last year, like I guarantee you'll think, oh shit, this song sounds like last year. This song sounds so 2006. This song sounds so fucking 2005. You don't get that from Elton John, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, fucking Pink Floyd. This shit's just timeless. Doesn't have an expiration date. You don't hear that and be like, oh, that sounds so 1977. It's just all fucking dope because it's timeless music. So that's the shit that influenced me, is the music that I was introduced to from my dad. And that's the type of music I want to make. Timeless music. Music that 10 years from now, people turn around and listen to and they're not like, oh, this sounds dated. Like, this sounds like 2020 music. I want it to always sound fresh. And I just want it to be timeless. That's the music I was introduced to, and that's the music that I've been influenced by. And it's less so about the music and more about the soul behind the music. There you have it. Okay, I'm just flipping through here. Looking for more questions. Oh shit, I accidentally almost just closed this. 1 second. Okay. Katie Brockoven says, or Bakoven? That's a tough one. Katie says, is your new song going to be I'm Not Happy? I've never wrote a song called I'm Not Happy. I've wrote a song called I Don't Feel Good, but that's already out. So, and I'm not even really sure what new song you're referring to because I haven't announced any new song. I've announced Black Friday. That's the push right now. I mean, never say never. I don't know if I'm going to... Look, people so stupid, kind of got a ring to it. No lives matter, kind of got a ring to it. I wish, ring to it. White boy, ring to it. I'm not happy. Doesn't really have the same ring to it. But I appreciate the suggestion. Okay. I'm sorry. Was not trying to be an asshole, but... Sean Hayden says, best advice for people going through hard times. What keeps you going? Shit. I think I've given a lot of advice to people going through hard times on this live stream. Dude, I freestyled it earlier. My best advice is, sometimes life beats you up. Sometimes life knocks you down. The most important part about life is not about staying up. It's about getting up when you fall down. You can't kick ass from the ground. You got to get back on your feet to kick ass. And Lord knows there is a ton of ass to kick out here. And like I said, I can't kick all this fucking ass by myself. So please, get on your feet and give me a hand and let's kick some ass together. That's my best advice. Man, I swear a lot. I can't kick all this fucking ass by myself. It's fucking crazy. I just did it again. I just said fuck again. And again. I can't escape it. Ellis says, Ellis Lestrange says, do you think all cops are bad? In a few verses, you mentioned police out there killing people. I think I've only mentioned police killing people in like one song. No, I'm not one of those people that's like, fuck the police, I hate the police, all cops are bad, brr. Like, I don't fuck with that shit. I know, like, I grew up knowing fucking a lot of cops. Some of my fucking friends became cops. I fucking had to deal with cops a million times in the last fucking 5 years. Not all cops are fucking assholes. A lot of these guys are just guys doing their fucking job. A lot of these guys are actually people trying to make their city a cleaner, safer place. I think a lot of people get distorted along the way and get manipulated along the way and kind of lose themselves and become something other than what they expected to be. But it's so crazy to me that people are like, oh, all cops are terrible, they're killing people, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, yo, shut the fuck up, man. Like, there's a lot of fucking cool cops out there. This whole culture of like, fuck the police, defund the police, I hate police. It's bullshit. Not every cop's a fucking asshole. Not every rapper's a fucking retard. Not every construction worker's dumb. Not every lawyer's smart. Not every doctor's rich. Like, it's just fucking stupid. Like, the same people who are like, cops are murderous, fucking rapists or racists, and cops are fucking terrible, like, and like they kill people of minority and shit. Like, yo, nobody's trying to say that stuff hasn't happened, but like, judging all fucking police by the actions of one police, like, by one police officer, like, isn't that like kind of like really fucking similar to like what being a fucking racist is? Like, if you have a bad experience with one fucking Mexican guy or one black guy or one Asian dude, and then you're like, I fucking hate all of them now. I don't like any of them because I had this one bad fucking like experience. Like, isn't that this, like, that is such a fucking stupid way to live? Like, why flip that around and do the same thing to the cops? Oh, this cop fucking beat the shit out of my homie. It was just a regular traffic stop and he fucking beat him up and arrested him. Okay, that was one cop. You know how many fucking cops there are in the world? 1 billion. Okay? I've had police officers send me videos of themselves like listening to Buttholes and I'm Corny and my funny songs in their squad cars, like smiling and being like, hey bro, just wanted to say like, love your music, da da da. Like there's cool people out there. People are generally cool. White people, Asian people, black people, Mexican people, men, women, people in between, doctors, lawyers, cops, grocers, lawyers, doctors, construction workers. People are generally pretty fucking cool. Canadians, Americans, whatever. People are pretty fucking cool for the most part. There's fucking assholes of all kinds, whether they're wearing a badge or not. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you put on a badge and become a fucking prick. I think you were a fucking prick before you put on that badge, and now, like, you're a prick with a badge. But before that guy was a cop, what was he? A fucking clerk at 7-Eleven? A fucking college student? He was an asshole before he was a fucking cop, trust me. Anyways, don't fucking hate all police. Okay, what else we got going on here? JT Randall says, can we please get your mom and dad in here to thank them? I think my mom and dad are probably in here right now. My dad might have fallen asleep already. My dad typically falls asleep during my live streams because I do them so late at night. And then he watches them the next day. And then we talk about it on the phone. So you can just say thank you to Tom's mom and dad for creating me. I'm here. It's all thanks to mom and dad. Gina Rosner says, will we get some more spoken words in the future? Man, I used to do the spoken words all the time. And I haven't done them for a while, and I apologize for that. I shouldn't have fell off that. Yes, you will get more spoken words in the future. I've actually written quite a few of them. It's just been so busy with shooting music videos and releasing music videos that like I haven't got around to shooting the spoken words, and I apologize. That's my fault. I will do that for you. Yo, does anybody realize that No Lives Matter and Sellout came out like only 2 weeks apart from one another? And as far as I know right now, Sellout has 1.6 million and No Lives Matter has like 4 million. So that's like it's like almost 6 million. It might be over 6 million views in 2 weeks. That's friggin' crazy. And once again, that's all thanks to you guys, man. Everybody who watches the videos and shares the videos and comments on them and likes them. What people don't realize is, you know, when people are like, yo, like the video and comment on the video, it's because those things affect Facebook's algorithm. If you like a video and comment on a video, it's like sending a signal to Facebook that says, hey, this video is worthwhile and people are interacting with it. And then Facebook will populate that video in other people's feeds more frequently. So there's a rhyme and a reason to why people are like, yo, like and comment on this video, because it affects the algorithm. And you guys have been so diligent about that, liking videos and commenting on videos, and especially sharing the videos and posting them, that the videos are growing at a faster and faster and faster and faster and faster rate all the time. Like, it is really like, I've been aghast at the pace that some of these videos have been growing at. It's been incredible, and I owe that to you, so thank you guys so much. Also, that's probably the second time I've ever used the word aghast in my life. That was fucking huge. Like, as far as words go, aghast is like really in the upper echelon of like vocabulary. And for me to just whip that out of nowhere and just casually and smoothly slide it into the conversation like that, I think that's pretty lit. Although I did just follow up the word aghast with the word lit, which probably detracts any points that I got for the word aghast because I've used lit. So maybe I'm just back to 0 vocab points for the day. Fucking hip hop in 2020 and making us say stupid shit like lit and wop and cap and fleek and all these stupid fucking words that we keep making popular. Like, if we keep doing this shit, in 30 years from now, we're not even going to be able to understand our fucking kids. They're going to just be using like all of these fucking words that we have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Like, they're going to be like little fucking robots, like speaking in their own language. Like, we have to stop this rewriting of the dictionary with these garbage fucking terms. It's insane. It's like so crazy. Like for years, we're like, oh, that's cool. That's wicked. That's dope. Far out, man. I love that. That's neat. And then fucking Nicki Minaj like does a song and she's like lit. And now all of a sudden everybody's like, that's lit. This shit's lit. Yeah, let's get lit. That's lit. I'm lit. You're lit. We're lit. It's all lit. And it's just like, yo, what the fuck? That song came out 3 days ago. How the fuck did you change your entire fucking vocabulary in 72 hours? That's fucking insane. Anyways. Cody Paget says, do you have any other hobbies other than music / poetry? I know you don't have a lot of spare time. Snowboarding, dirt biking, camping, etc. Dude, love skiing, love camping. Haven't been able to do either one of those things in years and years and years and years and years. Just because I've been so fucking busy. In 2021, I'm going to make some time to go skiing. I'm going to make some time to go camping. I'm also like a huge fucking gamer. I love playing video games. I love video games. I don't often have time to play video games, but when I do have time, I really fucking dig it. It's lit. The new PlayStation, the new Xbox just came out. I can't fucking get one for the life of me. Nova and I heard that Walmart was restocking the PS5s and the Xboxes today, and they were going to go on sale at 6 o'clock. So right before this live stream, I was like sitting on the couch with Nova, and she had Walmart open on her computer, and I had Walmart open on my computer, and we were both, she was on the Xbox page, and I was on the PlayStation 5 page, and I was like, okay, as soon as the fucking clock hits 6 o'clock, let's refresh, and then add them to cart and check out, and then you can have the Xbox and I'll have the PlayStation. Ding, it goes 6 o'clock, we refresh the page, I click add to cart. It took literally 3 seconds. 3 seconds to add that PlayStation to cart. Guess what it fucking said? Can't add item to cart, sold out. How the fuck did Walmart restock PlayStation 5s and Xboxes and both of them sold out in fucking 4 seconds? How is that possible? I know there's some fucking 16-year-old asshole fucking evil genius out there who had some sort of coding trick, and he probably went in and bought fucking all 70 fucking PlayStation 5s for $400 a piece, and he's gonna be on fucking eBay tomorrow selling those sons of bitches for $1,700, preying on stupid motherfuckers like me who just want to play some video games. So, I don't know if you guys have, if anybody out there has the link on PlayStation 5s or Xboxes, please inbox me. I will not give you $1,700 for it, but I will give you retail for it. I will give you the $400 that you spent on it. And I'll give you a free t-shirt and some albums. But I really want a fucking PlayStation or an Xbox. So if you have the link, inbox me. If you're the plug, there's another one of those words, plug. If you're the super lit, fleeky plug out there, and you got the video game machines, holler at your boy. Okay, so I'll circle back one more time because I gotta go and do something else because I've been on live for forever. So this Friday, 9 a.m., Black Friday sale, 30 new designs. Everything on hangovergang.com is 25% off. Just use the discount code Black Friday. All one word, all capital letters. You'll get 25% off anything on the website, autographed albums, t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, sweatpants, mugs, blankets, 30 new designs, 25% off everything. Just use the discount code. Not only will you get 25% off your order, you will also get a free MP3 download of an unreleased song of mine. I cannot wait. I cannot wait until Friday morning, the big Hangover Gang Black Friday sale. What can I leave you guys with today? I think this was a pretty good live stream. Maybe it wasn't as funny as a lot of the live streams have been lately, but I think, we had some good conversation, right? Not bad for a Wednesday night. I mean, we're all sitting around bored as shit. I hope you guys had a good time. I had a good time. I will leave you with this. We talked a lot about mental health today. We talked a lot about going through hard times and getting back up when you fall down. So I will leave you with this little gem before I leave. Suicide is never the answer. If you're not going to hold on for your family, if you're not going to hold on for your friends, if you're not going to hold on for yourself, hold on for your enemies. Because you have to outlive those stupid motherfuckers. I love y'all. Stay strong. Hangover Gang forever. I'll see you guys Friday morning for the Black Friday sale. I love y'all. Have a good evening. Peace.